and Tomas. And then Barry's down here somewhere. Yeah, Barry's being very needy. He's looking at me like, please give me some more treats. I've given them like insane amounts of treats this morning. I'm gonna wait for some of you to pop on, and I'm gonna share the new products that I have that I'm gonna be testing out and applying during this live. So while you guys are hopefully getting notified that I'm live, hi Grace, I'm gonna have a sip of my matcha that I made. Hi Bree, hi Maggie, Trina, I got Lynn, Amy, Mary, oh my gosh, again, that starts to come in really fast and I can't read that fast. I see an Amber, Jen, Terry, good morning you guys, wow. Okay, you're popping on quick. So while you guys are still jumping on the live, I'm gonna curl my lashes because I wanna get the party started. I have some really fun stuff that I'm gonna test out for this video. I teased it in my Instagram stories and I also posted about it in my community. So I'm gonna be testing out the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Impeccable Blurring, I have it right here, Second Skin Foundation. I have really high hopes for this. I've heard some really good things about it. And it's one of you commented on, I think it was my community page, that I guess Toddy loves it. So, and I think she's got a really great taste in makeup. So I'm excited for that. Thank you, Edie. You're so sweet. Okay, so I'm gonna curl my lashes while you guys are still popping on. And this is the new BK Beauty Lash Curler. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe this comes out tomorrow. So it's always gonna activate my allergies, but it's such a great curler. But honestly, my favorite part is just the handle being, okay, Barbie says it comes out tomorrow. Good. The 21st, okay. Oh, so 21st, so that's Tuesday, right? Yeah, okay, so Tuesday, close enough. Beauty by Maria, thank you so much, Maria. You're amazing, are you kidding me? So let me curl these lashes. And this is the BK Beauty Lash Curler. And for what it sounds like, it's coming out Tuesday. But this, oh my, Krista, thank you so much. You guys do not need to do that. Just come hang out, ask questions. Hopefully I'll catch them. And then I have some new makeup that I cannot wait to show you. I also have a new mascara too. So let me give you like the rundown of what you're gonna see during this live. Oh my gosh, my allergies, they're wild today. So rundown of what you're gonna see me test out during this live, the new combination. Trina, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. I'm in desperate need, hold on really quick, I wanna read this. I'm in desperate need of a lash how-to tips and tricks video. I cannot get fake lashes on to save my life. Okay, that's a great idea, Trina. I need to like lock that in my memory. You could also leave that request too in the comments of this video once it's uploaded. And that way I won't forget. I'll for sure see it. I'll remember it. I'll be able to write it down. But that's a great idea for a video. If you guys all want to see that, follow along with Trina and then request it from me. That'd be great. Oh, Song's doing laundry. I need to do laundry so bad, Song. I am so behind. I've got buckets of laundry. Okay, really quick. The rundown of what we're going to use, the new Impeccable setting spray from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's supposed to be blurring and matte. It's also got a ton of other like claims on the side. I'll read them off to you really quick. It's supposed to be blurring, soft matte, skin-like, lightweight, mattifying, long-lasting, non-drying, refreshing, no settling, translucent, vegan, cruelty-free. Whew. So excited for this. And then we're of course going to use the foundation to go with it. I picked this up in store at Sephora and the shades seemed really difficult. Honestly, all the neutral shades, and this is kind of a running theme with Anastasia and a lot of makeup brands these days, they just don't know how to nail the neutral. It's a really funny thing. Yeah, I won't get into it because I talk about this at length, but these brands, I don't know, please bring a makeup artist into your development and just have them tell you what's an actual neutral and what's not. So this is 2N, 2 neutral. It was the closest shade that I thought I could find in store to my complexion. There was nothing that leaned in the neutral olive spectrum at all. So this is close enough. You'll see what it looks like on camera pretty soon. It does pull more warm and more golden. I also picked up an Anastasia Beverly Hills Lip Velvet. I actually really like these. I didn't love them at first, but the more I use them, the more I actually fell in love with them, and I love the shades they have. So I picked up Hush Rose. This is so pretty. We're more than likely gonna use that today. And then I have 2 new products I got actually in PR from Live Tinted. This is Deepika's brand, and they have a new Legacy liner. Excited for this. And I'm really excited for this too. Legacy Lash. It's the Build Your Lash Legacy Mascara. So volume, definition, length. I just missed a super thanks. Oh, come on. Yankee Doodle, man. Mandy. Oh my God, you're so sweet. I love your name. Thank you for the super thanks. You're so kind, you guys. Okay, so lots of new stuff. Oh, one more new thing I have to point out. I'm really excited for this. Actually, we'll put this on right now. This is the new Vive Super Skin Nova Moisture Rich Primer. I've seen my girl Jamie Genevieve use this on camera. It looks so pretty. So I love, can I just talk about the packaging? Packaging, Vive just crushes it with the packaging. Their packaging is just, it's stunning. I wish I didn't put my finger in that because now I can't use that in my kit. Oh well, it's okay. I'll buy another one if I love it. Okay, so this might be a little too much. I have not used this yet, and it is a primer, and less is more with primer usually. So my skin is prepped with, today I have on, it's like a multi-peptide serum from NATURIUM. It comes in like a silver jar or silver pump bottle. I think I need more of that matcha. And then I have on top of it the Naked Sundays Cabana Clear SPF 50 sunscreen. And that actually leaves me with like a very nice sheen in my skin that's not oily. So this, let me show you my skin up close. I'm not seeing any pilling yet. And sometimes primers with sunscreen and skincare could be a little dicey, but I'm not getting any pilling yet. And I'm able to actually like really rub it into my skin. Maggie, you're so sweet. And Maggie, thank you for those postcards. I received so many amazing gifts recently from you guys and my subscribers, and it really made my entire week, to be quite honest. But Maggie was just asking how my house is coming along. And to be honest, when the fires and everything have happened last 2 weeks, I was like, wow, I'm never gonna share anything about this house now because I have like house guilt at this point. You know, it's like a small form of survivor's guilt because obviously I'm living in this house right now. We're gonna rent it out, all that stuff, but we're in the middle of renovating the house that we just got. Mitch is, I say we, but like Mitch is renovating the house that we just got. So it's going along and Mitch is hard at work. He put in a bunch of floors upstairs yesterday, and he hires like one of our buddies to help him out. He's like really handy. So it's like 2 of them getting the job done of like what would be like 15 men, 15 contractors doing it. So anyway, thank you for asking. It's going great, but I probably won't share much of anything about the house on social media, to be honest, unless it's like with you guys in my more tight-knit community, at least for like the foreseeable future. Just with everything that happened with the fires, it's just not right at all. Back to foundation. And Kim is asking about the brows. So let's talk about the brows while I put this foundation on. What do you think? And I do have another product too I want to call out just really quickly. I have this MAC palette that I got recently. It's like it's a face palette, okay? It's like for bronzing, sculpting, and highlighting. It's all powders. Thank you, Celine. It's all powders, but it's called the Face Palette Luxe. So Luxe, L-U-X-E, Luxe. This is incredible. I kind of bought it just kind of on a whim, to be honest. And there's a whole other backstory too that happened like after I picked this up, but I'm really excited because this is an amazing palette. I just missed a super thanks. Thank you so much, Britt. You're so sweet. I love that little flying guy you sent too. So that's new. We're gonna use this today. I'm gonna probably use this as my bronzer, sculpting, and also as my eyeshadow. Let me get my foundation going and then I'll tell you a story time about my brows, okay? So this is the Anastasia. Really nice packaging. I really like the bottle. Not that it's about the bottle, but it's a bit of a plus. So 2N is the shade that I ended up settling on. Suzanne. Oh my God, Suzanne. Okay, hold on really quick. Sorry, I'm really excited because I just wrote Suzanne L an email. Suzanne, I was hoping you were gonna make it on this live. I know it's like 2 a.m. your time in Hong Kong. Can we just give Suzanne L a quick shout out because she's watching all the way from Hong Kong. It's like 2 in the morning her time. And I just sent you an email because Suzanne sent me one of these sweetest care packages. You guys are all so incredibly sweet. One of the sweetest packages of tons of amazing sunscreens. They're already in my bathroom, Suzanne, because I cannot wait to start using them. Brow gels, tinted brow gels, painter's palettes, face masks, you name it. Suzanne sent me like an amazing care package of all her favorite stuff. So Suzanne, sending you the biggest kiss and the biggest hug right now. I wish I could hug you. I'm just so excited to see your name pop up. And I will email you again shortly. I'm so excited to see you. And I'm just so incredibly grateful for that gift. I literally can't stop smiling when I think about the things you sent. I am just so, so grateful. You guys are amazing. Okay, so shout out to Suzanne for making it to this live when it is way, way, way past your bedtime, Suzanne. I mean, I don't know if you're a night owl or not, but it is way past your bedtime. Now, I also received one of the most incredibly epic handmade gifts from our other great subscriber, Inger. So they're over here and I have to like mail them out to my cousin, but Inger makes these incredible hand knit hats. So she made all these hand knit hats, like baby hats, toddler hats. I am obsessed with them, Inger. I showed my mom just last night actually, and she was blown away, absolutely blown away. I gave a few to my niece. She is so excited. I gave her one of the teddy bear ones that's the teddy bear ears, and a few others that were like a little bit of a bigger size. They fit her perfect, and she felt so special. So, you know, it's just really like amazing to connect with you guys on like such a deeper level. And I just appreciate you all so much. It's pretty amazing, like this community and how giving and how thoughtful people are, you know? It just really makes me so happy, especially after like the hard couple of weeks we've had with the fires out here and just, you know, it's been a rough time. So really, really came at a great time, and I really just appreciate you all beyond. Okay, I'm gonna bring it back to foundation really quick. So the foundation, 2N, and you know what? I wanna call this out really quick. The shade is actually much better once it's on my actual face than it was on the top of my hand. And that's something that, you know, I should always keep in mind too when I'm searching and swatching products in store. My hand has like a lot more redness on it because of just, my hands are exposed to the sun a lot. So there's more tones on my hand and a different like variation of undertones on my hand than there are on my face. So the 2N in store looked really, really warm, but on my face right now, it's actually blending in really nice. Like I'm getting a nice blend into my neck. Can you see? Emma said it's her first live from the UK. Wow. Emma, what time is it for you? I would love to know. And the primer used, by the way, Sarah, was the new Vive one. So I'll make sure I link it. I believe it's definitely out. Yeah, it's definitely out by now. And so far, so good. It's been a really nice combination with the Anastasia. And the one thing I'm seeing about the Anastasia is it really is blurry. It looks quite blurry on my skin. It's really nice. Design Goddess, oh my gosh. How are you? Thank you so much for the super thanks. I was going to ask if you would test these. Mind Meld, what is that? They're in Sephora. Oh, they're in my Sephora cart right now. Can you advise if they will work on mature skin as well? Also, snag the melt powder after your last video. Oh, amazing. Oh my gosh, that's right. Christy, I'm so happy you got the melt powder. You're gonna love it. Maybe drop me that comment one more time if you don't mind of what you want me to test out, just so I could save it and not forget, if you don't mind. Like once this is uploaded, leave it in the comment again if you can. I know it's kind of a pain, but I'll be able to actually really see it. Oh, Christy says test what I'm testing right now. Oh, got it. Okay, phew. Okay, well, great. It looks like we were on the same page before we even knew it. So coverage is quite beautiful. The feeling of it also quite nice. Like doesn't feel heavy. The coverage is really pretty. Can you see that pretty well? I mean, that looks really good. That looks really, really good. Okay, I think Anastasia might be onto something with this formula. Now I have heard that the shades are not, okay, so I heard that the shades are not enough, like they didn't launch enough shades, but when I was in store, I kind of failed to count how many shades there were. So if you guys know off the top of your head how many shades are coming in this foundation, can you drop that in the comments here? Because I forgot to check that out. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Forever 303, I went and bought everything in your no makeup video. Can't wait to try them. Oh my gosh, you have to let me know how those products work for you. If you're able to achieve like a perfect no makeup look, let me know, please. Is it good for oily skin? We're gonna find out because I'm gonna wear this all day long and I'll be able to like test this out. I'll be out and about today and you know, I'll be able to like actually give it a true test. I'm excited for the setting spray. The setting spray sounds promising based on all the claims that it has, blurring, all that kind of stuff. I do love the packaging. Just, you know, not that it matters, but the packaging is very nice. Very, very nice. But the foundation shade looks really good, and that's 2N. So maybe it's not as warm as I once thought it was. I picked up a new paint pot in another shade that I used to love and use in my professional kit for years and years, basically. It's the shade Groundwork. So, gosh, these are screwed on tight. Mitch? Okay, I got it, never mind. These were screwed on so tight. This is Groundwork from MAC. I'm gonna use this to prime my eyes. Before I do, we're gonna do some soft sculpting, and I'm gonna use my good old CL Sculpt to Protect. Chrissy Lee, you did not need to do that. Chrissy Lee says, I just wanna thank you. You know I love you. I love you so much, Chrissy. You're just the sweetest person in this community. You guys all are, but I appreciate you so much. Also, thank you to everyone here. I'm officially single again. Oh, okay. And also waiting to hear if I need to go back in the hospital, but I feel like I'm supported by my girls here. You absolutely are. Listen, Chrissy, if it's meant to be, it will be. And if you're single again, then it just means he wasn't the right one. And you got this, and don't you worry. We got your back. But keep me posted, please, on whether or not you're gonna be going back into the hospital. I really am praying and hoping that you're gonna be okay and you won't need to do that. And if you do go back in, it's gonna be a short stay. Okay, sculpting with the CL. I'm gonna grab the same N17 brush and use this to, thank you, Mandy. I'm gonna use this to blend in that CL bronzer. Greetings from Amsterdam. Wow, amazing. Thank you so much for tuning in from Amsterdam. It's amazing. Looking for a good concealer brush. Which one would you recommend? Well, I'm gonna be biased. I'm gonna tell you right now. I would recommend either the N16, which is sold out right now, but it's gonna be back in stock. I got news from Paul, the owner of BK Beauty, that it's gonna be back very soon. But also the N14. I'll show you how to use these when I get to my concealer portion of my look. But they make it really easy to blend in, apply, blend out, and also to set your concealer too. The N14, the larger one, you could set your under eyes with perfectly. I'm seeing a lot of questions about my necklaces. The heart was a gift from my mom. My mom got me this from Anthropologie, and this is from my girl Care Tucker's store. And I'll try, God willing, to link it if I remember. But I know, and then my earrings are also my gift from my mom. My mom picked these up from Anthropologie. My mom loves Anthropologie. She's always buying me gifts from there. And they have the cutest jewelry. All right, so we're gonna do some sculpting. And then I know I need to talk about my brows, but if you can believe it, this is my brows with nothing on, and I did them on Thursday. So today's Sunday, right? Yeah. Got my brows microbladed on, Care Tucker is online. I'll definitely link them. On Thursday, today's Sunday. Here's the catch. Oh my gosh, Nancy, thank you so much. Please, I mean, you're so kind. Got my brows done on Thursday. This is how good they look. I have not touched them. I have not filled them in. You're not allowed to touch them, and you're not allowed to get them wet. So that's like the hardest, that's been the hardest part about this, is you can't get them wet. So washing my face and getting off my eye makeup without hitting my brows has been a little bit of a challenge. But but I'm obsessed with the way she did them. This is like the first pass, kind of, so to speak. I have to go back in 6 weeks and have her do like the final touch up. So in that final touch up, that's when we decide if we want to go, let me just grab a concealer. That's when we decide if we want to go thicker, if we want to leave them exactly as is. I'm probably going to have her add some more longer hair strokes, but it's more like, you know, you kind of start small and then you build up, because you can always add more, but you can't take away, or it's really difficult to take away. CL, Conceal and Protect under my eyes. One of my favorite concealers currently. Great coverage, easy to work with, blends out, amazing. And we're gonna do some lifting like we normally do. Let's do a little lifting on the chin. Let's get around my nose since I have major allergies today. And let's get a little bit around my eye. Oh my God, thank you, Leah Michelle. Hold on while I read that comment. Grabbing my N16 brush really quick. I'm gonna scroll up for a second. Leah Michelle, hi Nikki, you are so sweet and so generous with your knowledge. Thank you. Can you tell me if there is a gloss that won't immediately break up my lipstick and make it disappear? You know, the ones I had the best luck with in terms of not breaking down the lipsticks that I have underneath are the ones I keep in my Pro Kit, which are from Fenty. The Fenty gloss bombs are really my favorite. Yeah, the clear MAC lip gloss doesn't break down product either, but it's just clear, and that's totally fine. But I love the Fenty gloss bombs. I find that they don't break down the lipsticks that are underneath, at least not as much as like a typical lip gloss would. So I love them for that reason. They're not oily. They're not like an oily base. So the oily base ones are going to break down your product because that's just the nature of them. They're oily. So if you really want a gloss that's not going to break down your lipstick, make sure you avoid ones that have any kind of oils in them. Glosses I hate to say it, but like they're more sticky, are going to be the ones that are going to not break down your lipsticks as much due to like the ingredients that are in them. So, okay. I'm seeing a question, or I'm seeing Anne. So Anne says, I just watched Amanda Z video on Lisa Eldridge Pinpoint Concealer. Anyone else see the video? I have not seen that, but I did see that Lisa Eldridge launched the Pinpoint Concealer. Like, they look like a pen basically, or like a lip pencil. And good for her, because that has been like her signature thing for God knows how long. Like I think she even like, did she like trademark Pinpoint Concealing? It's a technique that is like a phenomenal way to like disguise any imperfections without looking like you have a lot of makeup on. So she's like Lisa Eldridge is the master, let's be real. She's incredible. All right, I'm gonna switch to my N14. Song says, I finally got 2 of your recs. Amazon Lash Extender, okay, and Panorama Mascara. Love them both. They are so good, Song. I hope you already do love them. Okay, yeah, you're going to be hooked. And I'm excited to try the new Lip Tinted Mascara in this video. All right, so what I'm doing right now is just reducing the redness on my eyes, being careful not to get too close to my brows, and then let me grab my paint pot. Jenny, I just heard that TikTok is back too. Honestly, this is the thing. I didn't get too spooked over TikTok being banned, because it was one of those things where it's like, I'll believe it when I see it. And I feel like a lot of lawsuits were going to happen if TikTok actually got banned. So I'm sure some billionaire bought it up. I heard rumors about like Mr. Beast buying it up. So I don't know the actual reason why it's back. But yeah, so Jackie's saying TikTok is back too. Anne says, I am over TikTok. I know. You know, it's such a mixed, there's so many mixed emotions about TikTok. What bothers me about it going away is that did change the lives of millions of people. And to take that away from people is it's effed up. Okay. It's completely effed up. So whether you hate it, love it, whether it's changed your life, whether you even use it or not, we have to acknowledge like it's changed so many people's lives for the better. And to ban something, like it'd be like if someone took YouTube away from me. I would crawl under a rock and not come out for a long time. That's how upset it would be. You know, like there's no control we have over it. Obviously it's in the government's hands, but to take it away is pretty awful. So I didn't want to talk about it. I didn't want to believe it was going to happen. So I've kind of just been like in like a la la land of, oh, it's not going to happen. I'll believe it when I see it. And so I'm just not surprised that it's supposedly back. But again, I'm not going to get my hopes up. I'm not gonna, you know, I'm just not gonna get my hopes up, basically. I think TikTok is a dumpster fire, Stacy. I know a lot of people share the same sentiment as you. But, you know, I'm kind of indifferent. I built more of my following on Instagram and YouTube, but I do love TikTok also. So it's just, you know, it's kind of like different strokes for different folks, right? Some people love it, some people hate it. But I just would hate the idea that it goes away for the people that like, that have been so changed by it, like have their lives changed over it. That would kill me. You know what I mean? No, my necklace is not David Yurman. Thank you for thinking that. That's a big compliment. David Yurman is quite pricey. No, my necklace is from Care Tucker. I will link it. I promise you I will link it. Okay, what are we gonna do next? I just put my groundwork on. I'm gonna now dip into the MAC palette, okay? I'm gonna switch my brush. Let's switch to a clean N13 brush. I cleaned all my makeup brushes and I'm so happy to be back on the clean brush train. So N13, and I'm gonna dip into, I've been really loving this shade. I know, shocker, right? This is such a Nikki shade. But I'm gonna get this on the side of my brush and I'm just gonna do a really soft brown eye makeup look today. Hi, Eva. Z Curl Girl says, I just clean all my makeup brushes in the morning. It's the best feeling, right? So this is a MAC palette. It just came out. It's definitely pricey. It's like a $70 palette. So when I saw the price, I was like, ooh, ooh, I hope this is a really good formula. But I have been loving this formula. It's like amazing. Okay, I saw a question I want to answer really quick. I need to do my makeup brushes today. Oh yeah, Yankee Doodle Mandy. Sunday's like the brush cleaning day for a lot of us in this community. We've like kind of deemed Sunday the brush cleaning day. It's like instead of laundry for me, I just clean my brushes. And at least I feel accomplished if I do that, you know, then I can kind of like forget about my laundry. Yeah, so clean my brushes. I clean them on Saturday at like 5 o'clock, basically. So Maggie Branch, Nikki, I have a rash on the side of my neck. What can I do to get rid of it? Oof, I don't know, Maggie. I wish I could answer that question, but I can't give you that kind of solid medical advice because I'm a makeup artist. I love skincare, but I would suggest you go to my girl Sam Ellis's YouTube page or her TikTok because it's back. So apparently, go to Sam Ellis. I've done her makeup for years. She's a dermatologist. She talks about rashes. She talks about all the things you could possibly have questions about. She's incredible. Board certified dermatologist. Check out her page just in case you can get some bit of knowledge about what's going on with your neck. Yeah, I would definitely check her out and hopefully you can get some answers. If not, I would definitely seek, if you can, seek a dermatologist. That's scary. I hope you're not in any kind of pain or discomfort with that rash. My mom gets rashes all the time because she has lupus, and my mom gets, when you have lupus, you get lupus rashes, like it's like a flare up. So right now she's in a good spot, knock on wood. But yeah, she's not getting any rashes at the moment. Summertime is when it comes out the worst. Oh my gosh, Suzanne L, you have got to be kidding me. You are still up in Hong Kong. I cannot believe you're still awake. Suzanne has a suggestion, okay? So try put a very, very light layer of Vaseline on your, oh, this is for me. Just kidding. Hold on, rewind. Put a light layer of Vaseline on your brows every few hours until your follow-up visit. Keeps your brows moist. Ooh, the moist, tiny scabs will not pull out the color of my eyebrow. Oh, this is a really cool trick, Suzanne. Okay, good to know, and that makes sense too. When your brows get, or with any kind of scab, if it gets too dry, it could potentially pull out the ink with the scab. That is a really great suggestion. Thank you for sharing that. I might need to do that. All I know is I can't get them wet, but Vaseline is different. Stephanie says my brows are goals. Thank you, Stephanie. I do want to, okay, let's go back and talk about the brows because I didn't actually, I've gotten a ton of questions. I have not actually answered them. So I did post about my girl in my Instagram stories. My girl is Nikki Metz. I have a loose Tomas hair on my nose that is just eating me alive right now. Oh my gosh. So my girl, Nikki Metz, she's also named Nikki. I tagged her in an Instagram story. I will leave her handle in this video too. Again, if I remember, I'm sure I'll remember. I'll try to do it right when this is uploaded so I can get everything I want to tag in there. But she is like the brow guru. She is incredible. So she did my brows and I did see a lot of questions about whether or not it hurts. Yes. Long story short, it definitely hurts. I think it's worse for other people, just based on your pain tolerance. What it feels like to me is like it kind of feels like the combination of like a really bad pinch and a really bad paper cut, like a slice of a paper cut. So what they do, or she does, is she actually cuts the skin, and then that's how she does like the lines and the hair strokes, and then she fills them in, all those like wounds essentially. Thank you, Courtney, for the super thanks. She fills it in with the ink, and that's how it works. It's a really interesting method. It's kind of like old school tattooing, but it's not like with a tattoo gun or anything like that. Stephanie says, my pain tolerance said, heck no. I know, Stephanie, I gotta tell you, I had tears pretty much streaming down my face, and every time she does them, she did them 6 years ago, by the way. And this is how bad I want my brows done, that I will endure this pain. This is how important it was to me to get this done. So when she did them 6 years ago, I could barely get through it. Barely get through it. This last time, and I know why too. Last time I went to her, I had downed like an entire iced latte, and the more caffeine or like blood thinner things like alcohol or like ibuprofen, even Tylenol, that you take or ingest before your appointment, the worse pain you'll be in. So I had downed like a whole like venti iced coffee before I saw her the first time. So it hurt like no other. This time, it was bad, but I got through it. The only hard part for me is like once she gets to this inner corner right here, like the inner part of my brows, she activates my sinuses. It's like a sinus pressure point. And at that point, my nose is dripping. I'm like about to sneeze. I'm a mess, you know? And I'm like, we're talking and stuff. And I'm like, yes. And I'm like, basically like just a mess with sneezing and, you know, tears down my face. But yeah, so it hurts. It definitely hurts. It's a matter of like, is it worth it to you? Denise, thank you so much. For me, it was definitely worth it because I'm just tired of being a bald brow girly. I really am. I want some brow freedom, you know? And she did use numbing for a while. The first 30 minutes that I was there, I sat there and just numbed for at least 30 minutes. And we just chatted up. So right now I'm using this, by the way, as a highlighter. And I'm popping this in the inner tear duct of my eye and adding this to brighten this area of my eye. And I'm using the Angie Hot and Flashy A504, excuse me, and just blending this into the tear duct. So very, very excited to have some brows to wake up to. The fact that I've woken up to these brows for the last, like since Thursday, so that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4 days now, which means I can get them wet, technically speaking, tomorrow. It's been a game changer, you guys. Just waking up with some like shred of brow freedom and not being like tied to, oh my gosh, I gotta fill in my brows. Oh my God, I gotta fix my brows. It's been a game changer. It really has. Call me vain. It is what it is. Back to Anne. Oh my God, Anne Josette, thank you so much for the super thanks. Anne says, is MAC back? As a gal that started wearing makeup in the 80s, I started with Clinique in high school and MAC in the 90s. Bring back the real spice. I think they are, by the way. And then went to higher end and indie makeup brands. Thoughts? I think that they're making a big comeback right now. I think that MAC is like entering their new era and they're finally getting with it when it comes to like social media and doing that kind of stuff. And yeah, they're definitely making a comeback. It's going to get more and more, in my opinion. That's what I believe is going to happen. Okay, let's do some eyeliner. We're gonna use Limitless Brown from Makeup Forever. One of my favorite soft brown formulas. I'm gonna line my eyes and just get a nice soft liner going. Get a little closer, sorry. And just get this all along the lash line. Switch the angle of my pencil, excuse me. I'm gonna drag this in the inner corner of my eye. I'm going for an all across liner look, slightly winged, but really more like tapered as it goes inside to make my eyes look bigger. So hold please, let me get this side on. And as I'm seeing my skin, by the way, in my mirror up close, the finish and the look of this foundation is really exceptional. I know I haven't even said it, I haven't even put blush on yet, and I'm already super happy with the way this looks. If you guys have tried the Anastasia, or if you plan on it, let me know, and let me know what your thoughts are. And I'm also seeing a lot of comments saying that MAC is definitely coming back, that you've always loved MAC. Same here. I'll always be a MAC girl. You know, I worked for the brand for 1, 2, 3, 4 years, 3 years, 3.5, somewhere between 3.5 and 4 years when I was much younger. And so it will always hold a very, very special place. I always want MAC to win, you know, because of that. Because I really learned majority of my makeup skill. I learned majority of it from MAC, like quite literally. Same pencil. I'm gonna use this to tightline, so hold please while I just kind of scoop this up into my lash line. Almost there. And I will smudge this out a bit. Okay, not bad. Okay, I'm seeing a question about the ABH. And we're gonna find out today because I'm gonna give it a true wear test today. But so far, I really love the way it looks. I think it looks phenomenal, to be honest. And it blended in so quick, so easy. I'm gonna go back to the MAC palette. I'm gonna switch to my N12 brush, this little small guy. I'm gonna dip into the deepest and warmest brown. And I'm just gonna use this really quick to smudge out that liner and set it into place. Okay, so just running this back and forth, making it like a really soft, smoky brown liner. Like that. Ooh, that's pretty. It's a good palette. Really good palette. Jennifer says, I have Groundwork. I'll be trying this look. Groundwork is such an underrated product, isn't it? It's such a great shade. It's great if you want a nice, truly neutral brown base. Loving the eyes so far, I have to say. It's really bringing out the brown. All the browns bring out the brown. And if you don't know that, if you're ever wondering what's gonna bring out your brown eyes, brown. Brown looks incredible on brown. All right, one more thing I'm gonna do. I'm going to blend out my under eye concealer, okay? Even though there's really minimal creasing with that CL. I'm gonna blend it out. And now we're gonna lock in the under eyes. And I brought out the Melt powder, the one that I mentioned in my video yesterday. So if you missed that video, I talked about dupes and great alternatives to products that you may have hated. I have some suggestions on products you would love instead. Really quick, I want to read out Chrissy's message. Chrissy, thank you so much. You are so kind. You do not need to send me super thanks. Sorry to bug you again. You could never. Have you seen the MAC lipsticks? Yes, and I want to get them so bad, but so many of them are sold out. I've been wondering what you would recommend for me because I'm weird and don't like pinks on me. Ooh, good to know. Chrissy, first of all, have you ever tried Blankety from MAC? That's a really great cool tone nude, especially if you don't like anything that pulls too pink. Try Blankety, but let me get them first, Chrissy, and I'll figure out what would be like the most complimentary for you and your skin. But I have got to get my hands on them. I want them so bad. And I want all the lip liners too. Okay, so back to the powder. This is the Melt She's Alive translucent powder. I'm going to take the same N14, dip into the powder, dip into the cap. Joey, gosh, thank you so much. I'm missing a question from Joey. Thank you for the super thanks. Just watched a using liquid bronzer instead of concealer for your under eyes. Thoughts on this? I think it's gimmicky. It's a form of color correcting without using a color corrector. So you get the exact same outcome if you just put your color corrector, a little bit of concealer, and then you run some bronzer along the bottom lash line. So it's just for views. That's just my opinion on it. You know, Mitch just dropped something very loud in the other room. So I'm gonna use this to set my T-zone, and also along the side of my mouth, above my lip. Can you, Olivia's asking a good question. Sorry, Olivia, I missed this question earlier. Can you compare the By Terry as I dump a bunch of powder on my face versus old Givenchy melt powder for dry skin? So the By Terry is a different kind of powder texture-wise. The By Terry it almost disappears into nothing on your skin. It is more closely comparable to the Makeup Forever Original HD completely translucent, colorless powder. It's very, very similar to that one, okay? So it doesn't have that kind of texture, the same kind of texture. It doesn't have any of that slight iridescent shimmer mixed into it. So it's not really comparable on those terms. It's amazing for dry skin because it's absolutely weightless on your skin and it is infused with hyaluronic acid somehow. I don't know how. But, oh gosh, thank you, Eva, for letting me know. Helen, I missed your super thanks. Thank you for the super thanks. But it's not comparable in terms of like the overall finish, okay? The Givenchy has more of like a thickness to it, which ends up giving you more of like a perfected quality to your skin. Like that's what gives it that filtered look to your skin. And because it also has like that light reflecting, kind of like highlighting particles mixed into it, that also gives that bounce back and that filtered look to your skin. Whereas the By Terry, it's more flat. There's no shimmer in it. It's incredibly thin. It dissipates into pretty much nothing on your skin, which is why it is ideal for dry skin because you don't feel it. Whereas you'll feel the Givenchy a bit more than you would the By Terry. Amazing powder. I've used it in my Pro Kit for a gazillion years. I had the pressed one in my Pro Kit. I dropped it recently and I broke half of it, so I need to get a new one, but it's a great, great powder. All right. We're, excuse me, partially set. We're gonna go back to the MAC palette. I'm gonna grab a much larger brush because I want a soft diffused look to this next product on my face. I'm gonna use the 104 from BK Beauty. Dust off my shirt and take that brush. I'm gonna use a small amount of both these shades. I'm gonna mix the warm with the more cool neutral shade, tap off the excess, and we're gonna buff this at the very top of my hairline. So into my hairline, giving my forehead that nice warmth and like sun-kissed look. Okay. What was Helen's question? Shoot, I don't know if I can go back that far up, Eva, without not making it back to the beginning, if that makes sense. Helen, if you could ask like your question one more time. I'm so sorry I missed it. I try to catch them all, but it is not easy. And then CJ, it's also fine to put your suggestions in the oh, yes. Thank you, CJ. I love you for that. Thank you. Yes. If there's questions I missed, you could always please, like, just if you have the time, pop them back into the comment section of this video once it's uploaded. So once it's uploaded, those comments never go away. It's not like the chat where like the chat, you know, I lose it after a while. Okay, so thank you so much, Book Monkey. Appreciate you. Helen says, looking for a tutorial to post. I'm sorry. Okay, let me read this again. Looking for a tutorial for post-breakup makeup. That is a cute idea. That is a really cute idea. But let me give you some advice. Post-breakup makeup should be everything and anything that makes you feel as hot as humanly possible. Okay, like revenge makeup, exactly. It should be anything, anything that makes you feel like, think about all the things makeup wise, because it's gonna be personal, right? Think about all the things that you would put on that made you feel like as sexy and beautiful as possible. That is your best revenge makeup, okay? So for me, it'd be like a brown smoky eye and a more nude lip and like really overdrawing my lips, to be honest. That would be my revenge makeup. And lashes and like a little black dress, okay? You know, you get my idea. But for you, it might be different. It might be a red lipstick because maybe they hate a red lipstick. It's gonna be different for everyone, but think of those things that make you feel like your absolute hottest, most beautiful self, and that's your revenge makeup. I hope that helps, but that's a really great concept for a video. Megan Freeman, thank you so much. You did not need to do that. You were so kind. I wanna read out your question really quick. Megan says, hi Nikki, what is your favorite discontinued product of all time? What's that one product you wish they would bring back? I could tell you right now off the top of my head. The MAC, what were they called though? MAC had these eyeshadows. They were like the original shimmery eyeshadows that since then everyone has copied, in my opinion. They were called pressed pigments, the MAC pressed pigments. They were like in a bigger container, and there was one brown one in particular, and I can't remember the name of it. I have it saved in my makeup archive, but if they brought that back, I'd be so incredibly happy. Ryan, thank you so much for the super thanks. You're so kind. I just am so happy that I got to meet Ryan in person and give her a big hug. Ryan says, hi Nikki, Jamie Genevieve spilled secrets in a live. Travel Sainsbury coming soon. Ooh, no way. Okay, good to know because I love that Vive Sainsbury so much. And then you guys, how is it 46 minutes into this live and I am barely getting my act together? Let me grab one more N12 brush, okay? And we're gonna get this party going. I need to go finish this makeup. Miss Anita, thank you so much. Please recommend a waterproof liquid liner with bristles for an applicator, not a felt tip. That's a good question. Waterproof with bristles and not a felt tip. To be honest, I feel like I only know of ones that are waterproof that are a felt tip. Like I love the KVD Trooper, whatever it was called, or tattoo liner. I think that's the one that I would recommend the most, but that's definitely a felt tip. Yeah, Bree, do you have any suggestions? She's saying a brush tip that's waterproof. I know, Bree, I said the same thing, but isn't the KVD a felt tip? Or am I wrong? Is it actually a brush tip? God, I gotta go look now. It's gonna drive me nuts. No, I have not tried that. That's a good, I'll have to check that out. All right, I'm lining my lips. You know I'm gonna do that because that's my favorite thing to do. I'm gonna go back to my N12 brush that has that liner left over on it. I'm gonna get more of the groundwork. Oh, that's a good one. So Mutant Doll says, Stila, stay all day. That's a great suggestion. I forgot about the Stila. Lisa, I have not tried Saint makeup because it's an MLM, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. So I'm gonna run the groundwork on the bottom lash line. Oh my gosh, Shelly, thank you so much. You're so sweet. Your brows look fantastic. Thank you. I'd love to know the pros and cons of microblading and nanoblading and what to ask for to get such a natural look. Thanks for all you've taught me about makeup. Shelly, I'm gonna make a whole video about this actually. Because I did vlog some of the process of her doing my brows, and I plan on doing a video based on like talking all about microblading and brows, and I'm gonna go over the pros and cons of this. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna get that out in the next 6 weeks after I get my 6-week touch-up appointment done, so that way I'll have the complete look to talk about and give you my thoughts on. So stay tuned for that. It'll probably be a video that will be done in like the next 2 months, let's just say roughly. Because I do want to go over the pros and cons. To me, the pros are if you have no brows, it's going to save you a heck of a lot of time. If you already have brows to begin with, I would say skip it. Personal opinion. Back to the other N12 brush. I'm going to dip into both of these more neutral, actually this is more of a cool tone, and then this neutral brown. I'm going to set the groundwork. Sorry for the runny nose. It's cold in my living room right now because I turned the heater off because it's so loud. I have not tried the Jones Road Miracle Balm. I don't think it's suitable for my skin type, being so oily. Okay. Pretty. All right, guys, it is time for a new mascara. So we're gonna try the Legacy Lash from Live Tinted. I am pumped for this. And I still have to do blush and lip. Oh my gosh, pretty packaging. I love the color of Deepika's brand. Nice wand. You could tell it has like a rounded tip to it so you can get in like the hard to reach areas. I'm gonna grab my mirror and let's do some mascara. I can't tell you how well this would be as in terms of like a curling mascara because I just curled my lashes with the BK Beauty lash curler. But hopefully it maintains that curl really well. All right, so far, really nice. What do you think? The mascara is black. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the super thanks. My gosh. Book Monkey, I'm not into the heated lash curler. I don't know. It's kind of intimidating, a little scary. Anything heated in my eyes or near my eyes kind of stresses me out, I should say. So this formula is a bit more wet than I was anticipating. So you have to be a little bit more careful because wet formulas tend to splatter almost, you know what I mean? Nancy, the lash curler, I believe, comes out this Tuesday. So we're so close. All right, let's get a second coat on this side. Sorry about that. I know, I hate to be like the sniffly person on a live, but I'm human and I have chronic allergies. Okay, that looks good. Looks really good. But my foundation, I mean, I cannot get over this foundation. I feel really flawless with this foundation right now. And I'm so relieved that the color is actually much more neutral than I originally thought. I think 3 coats would be the absolute most. Oh yeah, I used to use the Refer one, but it got worn out. Like the spring got worn out. That's how much I used it. All right, this looks good. This looks really good. I'm gonna try to, I forgot about the liquid liner, to be honest. I totally forgot, but let's actually check this out. Now that we're talking about liquid liner, let's see if this is a brush tip. Ooh, Jen says, thank you, Jen. All right, Jen just helped solve that question. Jen says that the KVD is a brush tip. And me and Bree couldn't decide if it was, or couldn't figure out if it was a felt tip or a brush tip. So good to know. So I would definitely check that one out because that is like 1,000,000% waterproof, like does not go away. Okay. Has anyone used the Refer sponges yet? Do they have sponges now? It's interesting. Oof. Got a little baby wing. Wow. That tip is nice. That is like a true felt tip. Wow. Okay, let me try wiggle this in between the mascara. Definitely not the order I'd recommend you do it. Liquid liner, all liner should go on before mascara because the mascara gets in the way. But I'm determined to try it because I mentioned it in the video and I don't want to forget about it. So hold on, just scooping this in there. Get a nice little baby wing. And then I missed a super thanks. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Maria. Oh, you're so sweet. Maria says, thank you for helping this non-makeup wear. You have a beautiful heart and a true beauty. Wow. Thank you, Maria. I'm so happy that that video has helped you out in at least some way. We gotta get some blush on, guys. We're running out of time. I can't believe how fast this went by. I am blown away by how fast this hour went by. So I'm gonna use this palette because I haven't given it enough love and I wanna use it. I just wanna use it more. So let me grab my spatula. I'm gonna dip into, again, sorry for the sniffles. Thank you so much, Truck. Truck, what is your actual name? I want to call you by your actual name, Truck. I'll call you Truck. Any suggestions for a cream liquid bronzer or blush over pitted acne scars? You know, a great liquid blush I've stumbled upon recently is the one from Cali Ray. It's a liquid, comes in like a tube with like a doe foot applicator. It is so ultra blurring, has such a beautiful smoothing effect. I would really check that one out just off the top of my head. Okay, I'm gonna grab, should we go peachy or should we go pink? I'm kind of feeling pink because this is more of like a cool tone, earth tone look. Let's go pink. And I'll grab a little bit of this highlighter as well. Thank you, Madeline. I'm gonna blend this on the top of my hand and read Madeline's question really quick. What are some products that seemingly never run out and take months/years to finish? I hate when things run out quickly and have to repurchase. Gosh, honestly, for me, it's like foundation because I have so many. Foundation lasts a really long time. Grabbing that same N17 brush. I will use this brush for everything if I can. Yeah, the Hourglass palettes, that's a great one. Like the actual like 6-pan ambient lighting palettes, those last, gosh, eternity. Eyeshadow palettes, they will last you a really, really long time unless you're using that same palette over and over again every single day. But even then, they're gonna last a really long time. So eyeshadow palettes, for me, foundation lasts a really long time, but that's very dependent on, you know, how much you use of it and if it's only your only bottle of foundation. Definitely the Hourglass palettes, those last a long time. Any pressed powders usually last a decent amount of time unless it's a touch-up powder that you use and grab a lot throughout the day. Okay, blush looks pretty. I think I'm gonna grab a bit more actually. So let me get a little bit more. And Bella says, I love your hoodie so much. Oh my God, I'm so happy you have one. It keeps me so warm on my Sunday sunset hike. Ooh, I love a good hike, or I used to anyway. I don't hike as much anymore, but I'm so happy it's keeping you warm. I shamelessly wear that hoodie every single day at one point in the day or not. Okay, the blush looks really nice. Very glowy. We still have to use the setting spray. We still have to pop a lip on really quick. And I know this live went so fast for me anyway. I feel like I just got my foundation on. Alexandra Wilson, that's a great question. She's asking, have you used Unearthly Cosmetics before? I have not. So if you have recommendations or specific products you want me to try, you could always leave that in the comments section of any of my videos. Okay, Amazon. Yes, the Hourglass palettes and powders last forever. All right, my blush looks good. Very nice. I'm feeling very pretty, you know? That's always how you want to feel after you get your makeup on. You want to feel pretty. You do not want to feel the opposite. That palette, I need to start using this more often. It's really, really pretty. I do need a touch more powder in this area because that's going to bother me if it's too shiny right here. It's going to look like I'm sweating and not glowing. So I'm going to hit this area one more time. Kathy, it's your first time making a live. I hope you had fun. I know it's chaotic and there's no editing and all that stuff, so it's completely different from my actual videos, but they're a lot of fun. Have you tried Merle? Have you ever used Merle Norman? No, I have not, but that is like the old school brand. Okay, a little more powder. And I'm gonna grab, let's keep this more cool tone. I just grabbed Grayish lip liner from MAC. This is one of their newer lip liners, but I don't believe this was launched with the rest of the new nude collection. So if it was, let me know. But I'm in love with this pencil. Gonna add Grayish. And we have 2 more steps after this before this is a complete look. Very nice. I'm gonna just blend it out a bit. Oh my gosh, thank you, Melissa. Thank you for all you do to help us makeup newbies. Oh, you're so cute. Do you know what is going on with the Charlotte Tilbury recall? Oh, no. I'm almost out of the setting spray and I can't find it anywhere. No way. I actually just replenished mine during the, or no, last month. I bought a 2-pack. Or maybe that was at Nordstrom. Excuse me. I think that was actually Nordstrom. I didn't know there was a recall on Charlotte Tilbury. I have to look into this more. Thank you, Deborah, so much for the super things. I'm going to pop on this lipstick. Very long lasting. And to be honest, doesn't feel as dry as it looks. It looks like it's a really dry lipstick. It's a velvet finish. But actually, it does not feel nearly as, it feels fine. It feels comfortable. It just kind of feels like a mousse texture. So this is the shade Hush Rose. And oh my gosh, I missed another super things. I am so sorry if I missed any of your super things, you guys. I really try not to. Charlotte Tilbury had a quality issue. Interesting. Okay, huh. I'm gonna have to look into that. All right, so that is Hush Rose. So pretty. It's the lip velvet. We have one more product to test out, and it's the setting spray. Let me shake it up really good. I love that lip liner. It's so pretty, right? Really in love with this look, I have to say. I really love the skin. I love the blush. I love the eyes. Let me show you the eyes one more time. And it's all MAC on the eyes except for the eyeliner and the mascara. My brows, I haven't touched since Thursday, and I just can't tell you how happy that makes me. It makes me the happiest girl on earth. I know it's such a ridiculous little win, but it's a win, and we're gonna celebrate it, okay? Because like this makes me so happy that I have brows on permanently. Okay, hold please, I gotta set my makeup. Ooh. It's gonna look really shiny. Has a really nice soft mist to it. It's not aggressive and intense. I'm still gonna pat this in really quick. Oh, thank you, Book Monkey. I'm so happy you're gonna rewatch it. Hopefully it's not too chaotic. And again, you know, you guys know what you're getting into when you watch the lives. They're chaotic, they're different, they're not polished like my other videos at all. They're like Nikki and Cut times 30 million, you know what I mean? So it's kind of fun. Oh. Yes to the permanent brows. For me, everyone's different, everyone's path is different, but for me, this just makes a lot of sense for my life. I need the freedom. So that's the look. I love the way it came out. I will definitely give you an update on how the Anastasia Beverly Hills new foundation and also the setting spray that has a lot of high claims, a lot of big claims. I'll let you know how these wear throughout the day. I'm gonna wear them all day long. Thank you, Nancy. Oh my gosh, sending you so much love. But really excited to update you guys on the wear time on this because it's supposed to be like a very long wear. It's supposed to be an impeccable, hence the name, wear time. I love the lip. The mascara, love. You're definitely gonna see me wearing this mascara in future videos because that was easy and it looks amazing. So I'll let you know if it flakes or anything like that. I'll keep you posted on all these products. I cannot wait to see you in Tuesday's video, and then I'll see you next week on the gram and maybe on TikTok. I don't know, maybe this will like influence you guys to get on TikTok if you haven't already. Either way, I love you guys so much. I appreciate you all beyond any words that I could put out there and say. So thank you for being so incredibly generous. Thank you to everyone for the super things. You do not need to do that. I appreciate you all beyond belief. But thank you just for everyone who came, who hung out and spent a little bit of your Sunday with me, whether it's evening or depending on what time zone you're in. I appreciate you coming and saying hi. I love you all so much. I'll post the links to everything used in about 35 minutes to 45 minutes. It takes me a minute. It takes a while, okay? So give me some time, but I'll see you all soon. I love you all. Bye.